Well, so as a lot of like people have been knowing that pretty much Onision's gone off the rails, trying to. He's been posting videos pretty much every single day this week of him doing all these freakouts and whatnot, and I'm not buying it. There's no way that someone would be considered legitimately crazy for pouring kombucha all over himself. Like, I don't drink the stuff. I don't know anybody who drinks kombucha, but I mean, it is considered like a pretty popular product as it is, and I just think it's the dumbest thing to ever see. This give and take that this dude is like 34 years old and he's pouring kombucha on himself. Like, I just watched his last freak out video saying that he slept in the woods last night when he's clearly not even a mile away from his own fucking house. Starts screaming and crying about wish $7 on this kombucha, and he's standing in this freaking puddle, not puddle, like just knee deep in water, pouring kombucha on himself, breathing heavily, mind you this, and trying to act like he's all crazy. And he's been doing these videos all week. Like, listen, when someone's doing the things that he's been doing and he's getting into a shitload of trouble. What?
I have to put on my movie in my mother's room.
Okay. Anyways, but I've been watching these videos all week, and every single one of them, he's faked throwing up blood when he's clearly put a blood capsule in his mouth. B, well, he's taking clothes. This is like yesterday's video. He's taking clothes out of his closet and just putting a metric ton of them into just one singular piece of luggage, when he clearly can't even bring it down the stairs. Fucking, yelling and like, oh, you're laughing at me. It's like, dude, you're recording yourself. The only time everybody's gonna ever be laughing at you, Greg, is you're just making a fool of yourself completely. You screwed yourself out of your own Patreon by making that decision to dox Billy in the first place. And everybody knows all those problems you caused for her. Everybody knows that you've caused problems with so many other females. And I have to say, like, the worst one that has ever been done was to Shiloh, of course. I've seen the video of, well, it's more like hearing because it's more like a recording of him arguing with one of Shiloh's managers about taking down all the videos that Shiloh's been in it. Because if you truly think about it, because of the fact that Mr. Onion Man, Mr. Groomer Dude, decided to create so much flack for Shiloh, because like Shiloh's trying to get her music career back on track, that is going to create a snowball situation all over again if that shit is still online. She is trying to get her life back on track, and if he is still keeping that shit up online, there's just going to be more problems for her in the end, because people are just going to see those things and just think, Shiloh's a piece of shit all over again, when Shiloh is essentially just trying to get her life back on track. And Greg's been doing these sorts of manipulations since his high school days. I've seen the video where this dude is interviewing this guy named Michael, who went to high school with the Onion Man himself, cheating on girls left and right, and pretty much doing the double play, which is dating one girl at the same time, cheating on her with the other without saying a thing. Now, essentially, that creates problems and that creates drama. If you want to take a look at it, it's a good video to listen to while you're having something to eat. I mean, it is kind of understandable without the use of earbuds or headphones, because they did modify the guy's voice so that way he's not exactly recognizable. Just in case if Mr. Onion Man decides to listen to it and starts gaslighting or starts completely harassing that guy and creating his situation to be a whole lot worse. But essentially, like, all these videos of Onion Man, some people are just saying that, oh, he's legitimately going crazy or going off the deep end, and he's fucking faking it completely. And people are just ripping in on this, and and the funny thing is like, the one video where he's saying that he was going to try and be a McDonald's employee, starts freaking out. Oh, you're laughing at me. You're laughing at me. And falls over it. Oh, that made me laugh. Sheer joy. And he's super upset and super butthurt because of the fact that the pedophile slayer Chris Hansen himself is looking and actually deeply investing his time and making sure that this dude gets put away for good. And you know what? That's a good thing. It is a really good thing. Because it sucks that Greg's done this on a legal level, but on a certain standpoint, with any charges that he'll ever get, is a lot of it's physical abuse related. Some of it could possibly be false imprisonment. He could also get sued on a civil matter. Small claims court, probably not. But, I mean, you could sue him for a lot of money. I mean, take a look at what happened with OJ and whatnot. And he ended up getting sued out the ass with so much money. But, like, my final point is like, if you're watching those videos of Greg freaking out, it's not even worth your time. It really isn't, because he is trying to act crazy for the fact that when he goes to court, because he's got to go to jail eventually, but with, of course, being under an FBI investigation, it's going to take time. That stuff's got to build. And he's acting like he could go to prison tomorrow. And so he's just going to continually post all these videos trying to act like he's all crazy, trying to essentially act like he's the Joker or some shit like that, pouring kombucha all over himself in the woods, screaming and crying how it's $7. I wasted $7 on kombucha. Dude, Greg, I don't care if you're watching this. I don't care if someone else is watching this. Cool, great. And someone's being a dick about it just because I'm fumbling over my words. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But it'd be nice to be able to actually see some results with all these problems going on, revolving around this central figure of douchebaggery. Him copyright claiming everybody, which is dumb. It's dumb. It's false copyright claims. I've even asked the YouTube team, because I went on to Facebook and I straight up asked, I was like, what's going on? I've seen the video of Mr. Repsion pleading to the YouTube team. Like, he sent out a video. I watched the entire thing. And it's complete bullshit that Greg's copyright claiming every single person's video that is under fair use. And yet, on and there are guidelines. You can't just be copyright claiming somebody without actually having some actual copyright to it. He hasn't copyrighted anything. And yet he's burying this copyright system into the ground. And the copyright system is bullshit. Because, A, has he ever copyright claimed anything? He would legitimately have to get a single copyright form for every single video. And he's got like almost 3,000 videos on one channel alone. But my point is like, this is just a complete clusterfuck. And he's trying to get away with everything, trying to act like he's all crazy, and it's a waste of your time. So, I mean, for me, this is the first video that I've done in like 8 years. I had like my first channel, and that was mostly me just practicing guitar, but it's been a long time. But if you've listened to me ramble on for the past 10 minutes, cool, you know. If you take your time listening to it, great. You know, I'm not the smartest person on the planet. Sure as hell I'm not the most entertaining either, but hey, if you like it and enjoy it, cool, awesome, give it a thumbs.